What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Fellow Show. My name's Kyle. In this video, it's July 12th. We're going to go over the risers and fallers in ADP on the best ball sites, DraftKings, Drafters, and Underdog. We're going to first show you guys what's cooking on DraftKings, because I think that's where you want to be drafting this week. They're running a week-long promo, basically a new promo each day. Today is the cool one. They're doing basically you enter the $10 best ball millionaire contest and you're going to get a free $10 back. You can do this 3 times. So essentially you just need the $10 in your account. You enter the contest, they refund you the 10. You can do that 3 times. So they're free. You just need the $10 in your account. So if you guys aren't on DraftKings yet, I do have promo codes for all the sites, DraftKings, Drafters, and Underdog. Use that promo code and you'll get a sign-up bonus. But let's hop right into it. And there are links in the description for everything that we're going to be going over in today's video. So we're going to start with DraftKings here. Again, this is best ball ADP. I did put the top 275 here on this link here, but if you continue, I guess if you look right here, DraftKings ADP Risers and Fallers, let's click into that. And we're going to go over the risers first. And the thumbnail guy today, Tim Patrick, is the #1 riser over the last week. And essentially what I do here is every Wednesday, I'm going to go upload these new rankings and see who's moving up and down here. So Tim Patrick, just a couple weeks ago, he was in the 200s. He was at 204. Now he's at 192. You can get him. He's probably going to continue to rise. I think in the underdog drafts that I did, he was in the 160s. DraftKings, he's in the 190s, 180s right now. So he's up a full round. You're probably going to have to get him in the 180s at this point right now. So he's the #1 riser for this week here. Devontae Parker following closely behind him. He did have the big bump when he signed the contract. So I think that's what that was about. Otherwise, Nico Collins, he got some nice bump last week because basically the report was CJ Stroud was liking him as his #1 target. So I like Nico. His wide receiver 59 ADP makes no sense. He's going to be the #1 receiver on the Texans, probably going to lead them in targets, receptions, and yards. I like Nico. He's a really good wide receiver 4 or 5 on your bench. Zamir White coming in here. His ADP continues to climb because we still don't know anything about Josh Jacobs, and he's probably not going to sign his franchise tag. Same with Saquon Barkley. We'll probably see Eric Gray on this list next week. But I like taking late, round 20 stabs on Zamir White. And the thing with DraftKings is they are 20 rounds, Underdog's 18, and Drafters is 20 as well. So that's where Zamir White kind of comes into play, those really deep 20th rounds. Sky Moore's my favorite Chiefs receiver. He continues to move up now. He's higher on the other side, so continue to draft him on DraftKings while he's this low. He's in the 11th to 10th round right now. Baker Mayfield moving up as it looks like he's locked into the starting role. Gerald Everett continues to rise, as do the Chargers. People are starting to come around to the Chargers being a pretty good value. Tight end 17 for Gerald Everett seems a little too low. Renfro on the rise. Kenneth Gainwell continues to his climb. He's been on this list for the last few weeks. He's just a really good bench piece to put on your best ball benches. Taysom Hill on the rise, about 3.5 spots. Jimmy Garoppolo moving up. Javonte Williams moving up. Romeo Doubs continues his ascent as well. He's been on this list for the last few weeks. Tyler Algier. Ryan Tannehill is probably going to move up pretty quickly. There are some rumors that DeAndre Hopkins will sign with the Titans. If that happens, that basically means the Titans are all in this year. They're spending good money on a stud receiver. They got Treylon Burks. They got Chingo Okonkwo. I think you should continue to draft Ryan Tannehill late as your QB2 or your 3. Darius Slayton on the rise. Marvin Mims, I love. He's one of my most drafted players on DraftKings because his ADP is the cheapest on DraftKings among the other sites. Gabe Davis on the rise. Tua, Deontay Johnson. Deontay's interesting because on Drafters, he's like a 52 ADP, which is full PPR. And here he's at about 62, which is just a little strange. Cam Akers on the rise. Noah Fant, Tyler Higbee, Nick Chubb, and Rashad White round out the top 25. I did post the top 50 there, so if you want to check that out, please do. But let's move on to the fallers here on DK. Tyquan Thornton, #1, dropping about 9 spots. Wan'Dale Robinson closely behind him, almost 8 spots below. Greg Dortch falling. Juju Smith-Schuster falling. Jalen Hyatt, Chase Claypool, Rashee Rice, Dalvin Cook, Deonta Foreman, and Luke Musgrave. I'm not sure why Musgrave's falling. I like him in the 20th round of best balls. I think as a tight end 3, he looks pretty good. No competition there. I'm not surprised with anybody on this faller list. I'm not investing in any of these guys here. I think Dalvin Cook will be interesting when he signs somewhere. But I like taking stabs at Deonta Foreman. It's a 3-man backfield, but he could be the best first and second down runner there. And then I do like Luke Musgrave. Jerome Ford continues to fall. I like Abani Kanda, as my sixth running back in the 20th round. I don't know why Miko Hardman's falling. I do like his value right now. Damian Harris is falling. And Kendre Miller is one of those guys that I want to continue drafting here because he's a talented back. Kamara suspension is going to come out soon. Continue drafting him. And then I've officially started drafting round 20 Trey Lance. I know Purdy looks good to go, but Lance round 20, if anything happens to Purdy or if he's moved, maybe Lance gets traded, could be worth a shot. Other fallers here include Marquise Brown, Sam Laporta, Jordan Addison, and Ty Chandler. So you guys can check out the link in the description. Go see some of these fallers here. Everybody else on this list is below basically 2 falling spots or so. So nothing too crazy. But that's the DraftKings one. Let's go ahead and look at the other ADPs here. Let's move on to drafters. And then, hey, if you guys are new to drafters, I just had another person sign up with my promo codes. I just want to shout them out real quick. Jay Leb down here signed up today. He got his $20 match deposit. I got $20 kickback too. It's a great promo right now. Sign up with my promo code, TheFellowKGB. You'll get $20 and I'll get $20 as well. So congrats there, Jay Leb, on your free $20. But let's get into it. The drafters ADP here. I'm going to click on Risers and Fallers. And a little bit different. That's what's cool. You play these different sites and there's different things here. So the number one player moving up on DraftKings drafters the past week is Terrace Marshall Jr., who I have a decent amount of. You can get him in the 19th, 20th round. I think he's fine. He's the wide receiver 4 on the Panthers right now. But do we really trust Adam Thielen or DJ Chark to stay healthy for the full year? I like investing in young talent. I think Marshall could be a nice steal at the end of the round. There's Devontae Parker. There's Tim Patrick. There's Sky Moore, Everett, Gainwell, a lot of the similar players that we saw on DraftKings, but a different name here. Michael Carter moving up. I did see a report about him kind of being the best number 2 back on the team right now. We like his passing chops as well. We don't know what's going on with Breece Hall yet. Hopefully he makes camp, but we just don't know. I like round 20, Michael Carter. Romeo Doubs, there's Zamir White. Brock Purdy makes the list on drafters here. He's up into kind of the 13th, 14th round right now. So I hope you got your Purdy bags packed when he was like a 19th, 20th round guy. I don't get his ADP. He's QB 23 right now. He'll probably continue to rise to maybe like QB 16, 17, 18 in that range. So I still think there's time to buy him. Leonard Fournette moving up here. It was weird. Leonard Fournette was moving down on some of the other sites, but once he signs, I think his ADP will ramp up. So I'm still buying Fournette. There's Nico, Ty Montgomery, Kendrick Bourne. Not sure what's up with that. But then you have Van Jefferson, who I like taking stabs at. And then that's Luke Musgraves moving up on drafters, but he's moving down on DraftKings. Josh Kelly, Paris Campbell he's starting to plateau. He was shooting up the boards. He was the number 1 riser the last couple weeks on this list. And now he's in here at number 18 on the list. Javonte, Tua, Tajay Spears, Cam Akers remain the biggest risers here on drafters. Let's go take a peek here at the fallers. You got Wan'Dale Robinson, Juju, Claypool, Schoonmaker. Anthony Richardson's interesting here. Now that his ADP is outside 100, he costs a 9th round pick. I'm kind of into it. I think Richardson's a decent guy to snag in best ball. You can get him at your QB1 and get another guy like Jared Goff around later. I think grabbing him and pairing him with another a passer makes a lot of sense. There's Thielen, Michael Myers, Sterling Shepard, Jordan Love falling, not sure why. Zach Evans, Kareem Hunt, again, once he signs, he should be moving up boards. You also have Michael Pittman Jr. falling, Aaron Rodgers, Nelson Aguilar, Latavius Murray, Pierre Strong, Tyquan Thornton on the other list there, Juwan Johnson. So some similar names here. But again, check out drafters.com. Use the promo code to sign up. And let's move on to Underdog, which is probably the most heavily used site right now. I do have a promo code for you guys. If you're new to Underdog, they'll do 100% match bonus. So if you put $90 in, you'll get $90 back. I think it's up to $100. So you put 100 in, you'll get 100 back. But let's go ahead and check out that Underdog Risers and Fallers. And where are we? Right there, ADP Risers and Fallers. All right, let's see what is cooking here on the risers. Tim Patrick, Nico Collins, Devontae Parker. Kyler Murray is interesting. He didn't pop on the other lists here. I do like taking stabs at Kyler Murray. We don't know when he's going to play, but when he does play, we expect at least QB2 ADP. So he's starting to creep back up into the top 24 of QBs. I don't mind grabbing him in the 15th, 16th round. That's fine. Sky Moore, Kenny Gainwell, Marshall, Rashad Penny moving up is interesting. Taysom Hill needs to keep moving up. His ADP was too cheap. Hopefully you got enough shares of him. There's Everett, Dobbs, Deontay, a lot of similar names that we saw on the other sites here. Rashid Shaheed's a little different. Chigo Okonkwo is a little different. Cam Akers keep popping up on this list. He's moving up boards. I do like Cam Akers. I fully expect next week to see Alvin Kamara on the risers list here. He's a guy that, again, he just got his situation the felony's been cleared, and he's going to have to just serve some community service and whatnot, and maybe get a 4-game suspension. So his ADP will continue to climb, maybe up into the 80s or 90s. So those are the major risers on Underdog. Let's go see the major fallers here. Similar names: Tyquan Thornton, Juju, Pierre Strong. So all 3 of the fallers here are Patriots. Interesting. Maybe they sign Dalvin Cook. Maybe they sign DeAndre Hopkins. We'll see. There's Jaden Reed, Jalen Hyatt. There's Michael Pittman, who I kind of like. Michael Pittman, round 7, Michael Pittman. Dude was wide receiver 18 last year on a terrible offense, terrible year. It could be a decent value. Pittman as your wide receiver 3 or 4 flex. I kind of like it. More Jordan Love falling, Raheem, Zay Jones, Jacoby Myers a little bit, Darnell Mooney, Alec Pierce, Michael Gallup. So those are your top fallers there on Underdog. And that's it. Just wanted to make a quick video for you guys showing the biggest risers and fallers in best ball ADP right now. If you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Help us out. We're trying to reach 1,000 subs by the start of the football season. So we have all of July and August left to do it. Hook us up. We'll have a lot of this kind of content for you guys going forward. So mock drafts, best ball, other stuff along the way, news and updates. So I appreciate your time. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.